started recording this, I read this the other day. The house. Can we talk about the house? Do you not want to talk about the house?
No, no,
the
no.
house creep you out too much?
No, not at all. Well, do you mean the house in New Orleans or the house in LA?
The house in New Orleans.
Okay.
Is there a story behind the LA
Yeah,
house too?
which is kind of more
Which is
interesting,
way more
actually.
Really?
The short story about the New Orleans experience was, you know, Sarah and I never write songs together, and we decided we'd try on this record, so we booked a trip and we went to New Orleans for a week together, and we decided we would bring a photographer along and we would interview each other and transcribe the interviews and make a book, which we did, which you can buy tonight at our show, and it's really funny and creepy, and there's three books in total about behind the scenes elements of our career, but anyway, so we get to New Orleans and we check into this house, which is in the French Quarter, and it's terrifying. Like, I mean, it's like kind of medieval style inside, and it's got all these weird rooms, and the people that work there were so nice and so friendly, but totally weird. And it's kind of said they had a hex on them because, like, every story they told us in the 12 hours we were there was about how someone they loved died. And like, we were just like, we gotta get out of
It's
here.
like the monsters.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. And so Sarah showed up like 4 or 5 hours after Ryan Russell, the photographer we brought with us, and I showed up, and she lasted like 30 seconds and then pulled her computer out of her bag. We were like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm booking a hotel. I'm not staying here. It is terrifying. And so we spent the night, and when I got up in the morning, Ryan and Sarah like had like jackets and hats on, like ready to go, and I was like, I need to shower, and went into, like, everything there has storm shutters on it, you know, from like,
right.
you know, hurricanes obviously, and like storms and, you know, whatever. And so we went into the bathroom, and it was like pitch black, and I turned the light on, and it was like this creepy bear bowl hanging from the ceiling, and I like got into this old-fashioned bathtub, and there was just like this plastic thing that kind of came around me, and it was like stuck to me the entire time I was showering, and it was just like totally miserable. And anyway, so we went to a hotel. So that's.
So it wasn't haunted.
It wasn't. I don't think it was haunted. I just think that I think the French Quarter is really interesting. I mean, it's got obviously this really intense history, and so I think there was lots of weird noises and stuff, but I think that was probably just the people that own the property, probably looking in the windows at us or something like that. I don't think it was haunted. But when we went to LA, we stayed in a condo, Sarah and I, when we made the record. Like, we rented a condo, but we rented a house for Ted, who's here today with us, Ted Gowan, our guitar player. But Ted,
I'll speak for him. He says, thank you, everyone.
happy to be here.
Try to be quiet.
But Ted and our co-producers, Howard Redikoff and Chris Walla, stayed in this big sort of like mansion that one of our managers had found online. Really good deal, like really cheap. And we were like,
Suspiciously cheap.
yeah, like we were like, why are we getting, but it was the off season, and so, you know, we figured, you know, we were just getting this really good deal. And it's not right in LA, it was in Tarzana, so it was outside of LA in the valley.
Probably
And-
skip a few details.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just like setting it up here, you know, so and technically Sarah and I were supposed to actually move into the house, but I went and did the walkthrough to get the keys before everyone arrived, and I was like, no way. It was like really weird, and the people that were renting it to us like were really strange, and it was too big. I thought Sarah and I would be so afraid we'll end up like sharing a bed or something, you know, like it was just too big of a house. It was weird. And so we gave the house to the band and the producers, and on the last day,
Well, I think one detail that we should say is that there was a garage that was locked that we weren't supposed
we
to
weren't
go
allowed
into.
to go in, yeah.
And there was a ton of mattresses in there, and there was also a really
An
sort of
assortment
absurd-
of,
I can finish the
yeah, go for it.
unmanaged
Yeah.
English language law. There was a really strange assortment of office furniture and workout equipment in the house, like just like really like piles of it. Like in one room there was like 3 different desks and chairs, and then like
It was
elliptical
a-
machine that we weren't supposed to use and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
It was like really weird.
It was a porn house.
Oh.
Why did you? Why? You're just in a bad mood and you just thought, like, I spent all this time setting it
I
up.
totally was not expecting that.
I know.
So when they were doing the walkthrough on the way out, they had all these big giant cases with gear in it, and the guy checking out the band crew was like, "What do you got in there? You got filming equipment? You do some filming in here?" And
What did he keep saying?
The industry.
Are you in the industry? Do you
Yeah.
make a movie here?
And they're like, "No, we're a band. We were recording. We were just here. We were, you know, went to the studio every day." And they were like, "You can tell us. You can tell us. You make something here. Just let us know. You film something here." And we were like, and then all of a sudden, like all the pieces
So they
fell
thought
into
you
place.
were porn stars.
Yeah, like they thought that they got all these dudes living in the house. They're like shooting porn. They had like a huge pool pool out back
Laguna.
with like a fake, a fake wall, and we kept making jokes, like we were like, you could shoot a music video here. It's like built for the movies, and like just to never put it together. Anyway, one of the producers' partners stayed in the house while we were recording, and she was like, oh, it's great. I go in the pool every day, and there's a big jacuzzi up in the bedroom, and we were like heartbroken. We're like, oh my God, we're gonna have to tell Rachel that she's been like in the pool where they like filmed the movie at sea. Anyway,
So that's how we made our record. We did it in a haunted house in a boarding house. A little bit of that.
Tegan and Sara. It's kind of like Bon Jovi. We were gonna call the record "Slippery When Wet," but it was taken obviously.
Damn Bon Jovi. Let's get to your picks. You guys picked a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Sarah's first.
Okay, I think the first one was A Brief History of Love, right?
It was
Awesome.
The Big Pink.
The Big Pink, yeah.
The Big Pink.
It's like a quiz. I can't remember what my first pick was. It AFI.
Yes. Beautiful
was?
Thieves.
Nice.
Yeah. We're gonna play both of those,
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
and then you can tell us why.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So next, X Music Takeover with Tegan and Sara. The Big Pink, A Brief History of Love on X92.9.
Take the picture of the pixel.
What's everybody doing? Were you guys